Minister Nchabeni never said all Nigerians are drug dealers in the statement. Never. There's no way she says that.
South Africa's government is pushing back against claims that one of its ministers labelled all Nigerians as drug dealers. Speaking during a media briefing, Minister Nomakosazana Kubayi clarified that Minister Khumbudzo Ntshevheni never said all Nigerians are involved in drug trafficking. Kubayi stressed that the government's comments were aimed at criminal networks, not an entire nationality. She also urged people not to spread misinformation that could damage relations between South Africa and Nigeria.
Minister Nchabeni never said all Nigerians are drug dealers in the statement. Never. There's no way she says that. So it can be that the insinuation is that she said Nigerians are drug dealers. She didn't say that. She spoke about drug dens. And my explanation is that if you listen to the marchers, you listen to the South Africans, that's what they have given us as feedback to say, ministers, please deal, go to Hillbrow, go to Sunnyside. We do have this challenge of drug dens that are there. It is South Africans who are saying to us, they are run, some of them are run by Nigerians. And Minister Nchabeni was explaining the feedback that we have received from South Africans. Not that it is the belief that Nigerians, all Nigerians that are here, are drug dealing. That's not what she said. And I don't think a demand from an apology from here, it's warranted, nor is it appropriate.
I can only describe it as a tense, perhaps even an awkward moment where we had a Nigerian journalist in the room asking the minister in the presidency to apologize for the remarks that she made, particularly in regards to compensating some of the Nigerian nationals whose businesses had to close. Just very quickly, your remarks into what had took place this afternoon, and perhaps maybe even speaking about the difficulty I think South Africa faces in having to justify why it needs to enforce its own laws.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate, and that's why we call for all those who interact with us, because we do understand, and that's why I could boldly say we've traveled, we've seen our journalists in other countries. They never disrespect sitting ministers, sitting government officials, and that's our appeal. We must be allowed to do our work, and we must be given the respect that we deserve. Secondly, is that South Africa is a sovereign state. South Africa must be allowed to defend itself. South Africa must be allowed to enforce its laws. So we are a sovereign state. We are allowed to put the laws and the policies, not only put them in place, but enforce them. And we will do that without fear or favor. But our primary responsibility as a country is to protect our nation. The integrity of South Africa stands, and no nation, no individual have a right to tell us how we must run our country.
Clarification came as the Inter-Ministerial Committee on Migration concluded a briefing on the government's migration management strategy. The committee discussed stronger border security, tackling undocumented migration, and improving law enforcement across the country. These issues have become increasingly important as many South Africans continue to demand tougher action on illegal immigration and cross-border crime. At the same time, the government says it wants to enforce the law while avoiding statements that could unfairly target innocent people based on their nationality. The debate over migration and crime remains highly sensitive, and the government's latest message is that criminals should be held accountable, but entire communities should not be blamed for the actions of a few. What do you think about Minister Kubayi's clarification? Share your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more updates.
If there's anything that we're leaving out,
yes,
that's the question. Your Worship, we will also, as he instructs us now. He says we must inform this court that among the other things that we will require from the DPP, among other things that we'll ask for answers from the DPP as we do the representation, is that they must update the accused as to how far are they with the arrests of the corrupt prosecutors, corrupt policemen, and corrupt magistrates who participated in the withdrawal of those counts. The accused says
not supposed to go to Madanga Commission.
No.
Is it relevant to this court?
No, we're not there. But the accused says I must communicate that. It's important.
But I cannot entertain that. Really, I can't. I can't entertain that. The corrupt prosecution, the corrupt magistrate, whoever. No, that is not within my power.
I hear that, Yoshi, but...
Yes, I think you have to take it separately with the relevant forums to that, not with
It's okay, Yoshi. All that I wanted to say was...
I cannot really entertain.
Is the court saying it cannot place it on record?
I think we've got the commission, which deals with corrupt everybody. Not that this court can entertain that. I'm very sorry.
It's all right, Yoshi.
Yes. And I was not even a part to those proceedings. I don't know what happened. So it is a little bit unfair that such be brought to my attention. I cannot entertain that. If you want to entertain it with the DPP, you can do that aside, but it is not an issue that should be brought before this court. This court is seized with the trial of this matter as to what happened, where and how.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, Yoshi, but it's okay.
No, but as a legal representative, you have to advise your client that, okay, certain issues cannot be brought to this court. I am seized with the application that you are making.
Yes.
And I need to make a ruling in relation to that application.
Yes.
As to other issues which are ancillary to this case, and where I was not a party, I don't know what happened in those cases. So I'm very sorry I cannot entertain.
I hear what the court is saying, but can the court allow me to address it, and then you can make a ruling?
On other issues, but not on the one that you want. The accused says you must inform me that you will also ask the DPP as to what happened to the corrupt prosecutors and the corrupt magistrate and whoever was involved in those cases. Please, I cannot entertain that. If you are addressing me on the issue that you are addressing me in relation to the consolidation of the charges, in relation to the addition of the charges, in relation to you making representations to the DPP as per the instruction of the accused, that one I have to listen and make a ruling after having given the state an opportunity to respond to your concerns.
Yes, Yoshi. May I then be allowed to place the accused's case fully before the court in our application for a postponement to allow us to approach the DPP to reconsider the decision to consolidate?
I don't have a problem with that.
Yes.
The problem that I had was that one of corruption of other members like police, prosecutors and all that. That is why I was saying that one I cannot entertain. But with regard to the application to approach the DPP, I am fully aware that